James Degale wins a 12-round unanimous decision over Andre Dirrell to capture the vacant IBF super middleweight title. First and foremost, for those of you who didn't see the fight, you need to see the fight because this was a damn good fight. There was everything in there. The fight ebbed and flowed between Degale and Dirrell. There was knockdowns, there was drama, there was cuts, there was good punches landed, there was good quality boxing all the way through. I've picked Andre Dirrell to win this fight on points because I always felt that this fight was going to be close. And I felt that if the fight was close in Dirrell's home country on an Al Heyman show, they're going to favor Andre Dirrell. I felt the only way that Degale was going to win this fight is if he dropped Dirrell several times and literally beat him from pillar to post. And in the early part of the fight, that's what was happening. The first round was tight. I thought Degale probably just took it. The second round, Dirrell was coming into his own and he was starting to land nice counters and he cut James Degale. And Degale was looking a little bit unsure for a few moments there. But Dirrell made a fatal mistake of getting a little bit too happy with his work and a little bit too confident and over-aggressive. And he allowed James Degale to feint him to the body and then come over the top with a big left hand, which dropped Andre Dirrell heavily, and he was seriously hurt. And he went down again. He protested the knockdown, the second knockdown, but he went down again. It was a 10-7 round for James Degale. That was a pivotal moment in the fight because that took Andre Dirrell's confidence away early. It also took his legs away because for the next few rounds, he was in survival mode. Now, it might have been a mistake by James Degale to not jump on Andre Dirrell more at that point because he was seriously hurt. And even the commentators were saying he should be jumping on him, he should be pressing him, maybe he could get him out of there. But he kind of allowed Andre Dirrell back into the fight. And as the fight went on, I mean, even by the 7th round, Degale was still well on top. He was still pot-shotting, landing shots here and there. Dirrell was cut on his cheek. His mouth was busted. His nose was busted. He was looking sorry for himself. But to Andre Dirrell's credit, he showed something which most of us had doubted he had, and that was a fighting heart. He showed a lot of heart in his fight. A lot of heart. So credit where credit's due. But after that halfway stage of the fight, inexplicably, well, not really inexplicably, I think Degale basically tired in the second half of the fight, and that allowed Andre Dirrell to come back into the fight. But it could be a combination of Degale tiring and also the fact that Dirrell was starting to get his legs back and confidence back after those early knockdowns. And his better jab from long range and his quicker hands and straighter punches started bringing Andre Dirrell back into the fight. And he started winning round after round in succession. And it was looking a bit shaky there for James Degale. And going into the last round, I was posting on Facebook. I was like, you know what? This fight is getting too close now. I can't see the judges in America giving James Degale the decision here. I think he's got to get a knockout now. I think it's too close. He's not going to get a decision. But I'm glad that I was wrong. I'm glad that my cynicism was completely proved wrong on this occasion because the judges scored it for James Degale. You could even say that they scored it for James Degale a bit too wide. I think the judges had it by 5 rounds or something like that, at least one of them. And yeah, Degale came out with the win. But the second half of the fight, wow, he really let Andre Dirrell back into it. And you might see a rematch of this fight down the line because it may have been closer than the judges had it. Let me know how you scored the fight. I wasn't actually scoring it round by round, but the impression I had was that it was a close fight. But those knockdowns, obviously, a 10-7 round, definitely helped James Degale. So hats off to James Degale. It was a tough fight. It was a difficult opponent for him, but he came through in the end, and he's now the first British Olympic gold medalist to win a world title as a professional. So hats off to James Degale. I'm glad that my prediction of Andre Dirrell winning a points decision, even if he didn't deserve it, was wrong. And people had said to me on Facebook, they said, you know what, Hatman, on PBC cards, the judges don't tend to rub people, even if it's an Al Heyman fighter. And I thought, okay, let's see what happens here. And they were right. They didn't rub Degale. They didn't even try to rub him. So hats off to PBC and hats off to Heyman there because they did the right thing and allowed this guy to actually get a fair shake. So let me know how you felt about the performance. Would you like to see a rematch? What do you think James Degale's going to do next? You reckon he's going to fight Carl Froch? You reckon he's going to fight Andre Ward? A rematch with Dirrell? A rematch with George Groves if he gets past Badu Jack? Let me know who you think James Degale should fight next. Let me know what you felt about the fight and the performances and what have you. Yeah, drop your comments in the comment section below. It's your boy Hatman, I'm out.